Ever felt like success is always just out of reach? Like some people are just born lucky while you're stuck working twice as hard for half the reward? You're not alone. Society loves to tell us that wealth is about luck, being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, catching a lucky break. But here's the truth, that's a lie. Wealth isn't random. It's not reserved for the chosen few. It's built by those who understand the game and play it differently. Think about it, Jeff Bezos didn't wake up rich. Elon Musk didn't stumble into billions. They made calculated moves, took risks, and positioned themselves for success. No lottery tickets. No magic moments. Just strategy, mindset, and action. And here's the best part. You don't need to be a genius or come from money to do the same. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who build wealth isn't luck, it's a shift in thinking. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to make that shift. So, if you're ready to stop waiting for luck and start taking control of your financial future, keep watching, because this could change everything. Most people wait for the right time to chase their dreams, but the truth is, there's no such thing. Jeff Bezos didn't wait for a sign from the universe, he took massive action. If you want financial success, you can't sit around hoping for luck. Every millionaire you admire started with a decision to bet on themselves. It's not about having all the answers, it's about moving forward despite uncertainty. Waiting won't make you rich, starting will. Think about Walter White from Breaking Bad. Before becoming Heisenberg, he was just a high school teacher with potential. His turning point wasn't a stroke of luck, it was a radical decision to take control. Now, don't go cooking math, but do recognize that taking bold action is the difference between staying stuck and building wealth. Whether it's launching a side hustle, investing, or learning a high-income skill, the key is to start before you feel ready. Because let's be real, ready never comes. Small, relentless actions compound over time. If you save just $10 a day and invest it in index funds with a 10% return, you'll have over $600,000 in 30 years. That's how money grows, with consistency, not luck. Want to start a business? Launch a simple website, sell a service, or flip product for profit. The biggest mistake isn't failing, it's never trying. Bezos started Amazon in his garage. If he waited for a perfect plan, someone else would have built it first. And here's the wild part, when you start taking action, opportunities appear out of nowhere. It's like when Luffy from One Piece set sail to become the Pirate King. He had no map, no guarantees, just a relentless will to win. That's the mindset you need. Stop hesitating. Stop doubting. Because in the next step, you'll see why thinking long-term, not chasing quick wins, is the real game changer. Most people chase quick money, thinking they'll hit the jackpot overnight. But here's the hard truth, that mindset keeps you broke. Jeff Bezos built Amazon knowing it wouldn't be profitable for years. He wasn't looking for a quick win, he was playing the long game. The wealthiest people think in decades, not days. If you want real financial success, you've got to stop jumping from one thing to another, hoping for instant results. Wealth isn't built on hype, it's built on patience. Look at Tony Stark in Iron Man. Before becoming a billionaire superhero, he spent years perfecting his inventions. He didn't wake up one day with the perfect suit. He built, failed, and improved. That's how money works too. You don't get rich from chasing trends or making risky bets. You get there by mastering a skill, starting a business, or investing consistently in assets like S&P 500 index funds or real estate. The goal isn't fast cash, it's financial freedom. Here's a fact. If you invest $500 a month into an index fund with a 10% return, you'll have $1.1 million in 30 years. But most people won't do it because they want money now. They waste time on get-rich-quick schemes instead of building something real. The difference between the rich and the broke? The rich play for the future. They plant seeds now, knowing they'll harvest later. The broke keep looking for shortcuts that never work. Think of Aizen from Bleach. He planned his rise for years while everyone else played checkers. That's the mindset you need. Don't be the person who keeps jumping ship at the first sign of struggle. Stay the course, build with purpose, and let time do the heavy lifting. And up next, you'll see why the secret to wealth isn't beating the competition, it's creating massive value instead. Most people spend too much time worrying about what others are doing instead of focusing on their own game. But here's the secret. Wealth isn't about beating someone else, it's about solving problems people care about. Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon by copying bookstores. He obsessed over what customers wanted: fast shipping, low prices, and endless options. That's why Amazon dominates while others struggle. The richest people don't just compete, they make themselves irreplaceable. Think of Luffy from One Piece. He's not trying to be like other pirates. He's on a mission to become the Pirate King by creating his own path and bringing together the best crew. That's how you should approach wealth. Stop worrying about your competition and start asking, how can I serve people better? Whether you're selling products, offering services, or building a brand, obsess over providing value. That's how you create wealth that lasts. Look at companies like Tesla or Apple. They don't win by copying others. They win by delivering something people can't live without. If you're starting a business, focus on solving real problems. If you're working a job, find ways to make yourself indispensable. Wealth comes from being valuable, not just existing in the marketplace. The more you serve, the more you earn. That's the game. And here's the kicker. The less you focus on competition, the more unstoppable you become. When you're obsessed with creating value, you don't have time to stress over what others are doing. The real key to wealth isn't being the best, it's being the only one who does what you do. And next, you'll see why taking risks at the right time can make all the difference. Most people wait for the perfect moment to take action. Newsflash, it doesn't exist. Jeff Bezos had a high-paying Wall Street job, but he left it all behind to build Amazon. Why? Because he understood something most people ignore: the biggest risk is playing it safe. If you never take a chance, you stay stuck, watching others get ahead. Smart risks, taken early, can change your entire financial future. Look at Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. He risked everything to break free from the walls that trapped him. If he had waited, hoping for a better time, he would have died in mediocrity. The same applies to money. If you're scared to invest, start a business, or switch careers, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Most of the time, the answer isn't as bad as you think. The real danger is staying in a cycle of fear and inaction. Think about it. If you had invested just $1,000 in Amazon back in 1997, it'd be worth over $1.5 million today. But most people hesitate, afraid of losing money. Meanwhile, the ones who take calculated risks, they build wealth while everyone else makes excuses. This doesn't mean gambling blindly, it means doing your research, making a move, and adjusting as you go. The best opportunities rarely wait for you to feel ready. And here's the reality: the longer you wait, the fewer options you have. When you're young, you have less to lose and more time to recover. As you get older, responsibilities stack up, making risks feel impossible. If you don't act now, you might wake up years later, full of regret. And speaking of failure, what if I told you it's not something to fear, but a tool for success? Failure is often seen as the ultimate enemy, but the truth is, it's actually your best friend when it comes to growth. Jeff Bezos didn't get Amazon right on the first try. He failed, and he failed hard. But instead of retreating, he used those failures as lessons. Each failure helped him improve, adjust, and move closer to success. So, if you're afraid of failing, you're missing out on one of the most powerful tools for growth. Take the story of Thomas Edison, for example. He didn't invent the light bulb on his first attempt. In fact, he failed thousands of times. But each failure wasn't a setback, it was just a step closer to his breakthrough. Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is exactly what you need to adopt in your financial journey. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. Let's talk real-world applications. If you're diving into investments but you make a poor choice, don't quit. Learn from the mistakes. Maybe that stock wasn't the right pick, but the next one might be. The key is to adapt and move forward. Every failed investment can teach you something about timing, risk, or the market's behavior. So, fail fast, fail often, and fail forward. It's how billionaires like Bezos and others have succeeded. But don't forget, speed is critical. The quicker you adapt, the faster you get back on your feet. The market, trends, and opportunities don't wait for you to perfect your strategy. If you hesitate, someone else will take that spot. In the world of money and success, you can't afford to stay stuck in analysis paralysis. If you mess up, dust off, learn, and keep moving. And guess what? The next opportunity might be just around the corner. Jeff Bezos isn't spending his time on tiny tasks that don't move the needle. He's all about high-leverage activities, the things that yield massive returns with minimal effort. Imagine you're working 60 hours a week but barely moving the needle on your financial goals. Are you working smart or just working hard? The trick to building wealth is to focus on tasks that have the biggest long-term impact. For instance, learning about financial markets or diving into a passive income stream could be your most valuable investment right now. These activities will keep earning for you even when you sleep. Think about someone starting a business. Sure, handling the day-to-day can be important, but investing in the right systems, strategies, and automating processes can save you a ton of time and energy in the long run. Let's take a page from the book of Steve Jobs. Jobs wasn't worried about micromanaging every detail at Apple. Instead, he focused on vision and innovation. By prioritizing the right activities, like developing game-changing products and setting the vision for the company, he built one of the most successful businesses in history. He wasn't caught up in low-value tasks, he was all about the bigger picture. What does this mean for you? Focus on actions that will compound over time. Building up your investment portfolio or developing business ideas that can work for you are prime examples. The work you do now will pay dividends later, literally. So, it's not about doing everything. It's about choosing the right things and doing them with purpose. Make sure every action you take is driving you closer to your goals. When it comes to making big life decisions, Jeff Bezos didn't wait for the perfect moment. Instead, he built a regret minimization framework. In simple terms, he asked himself, will I regret not doing this when I'm 80? This simple question is an absolute game changer. By framing decisions this way, you start thinking long-term, you remove short-term fears and see the bigger picture. But here's the thing, fear can paralyze you. It holds you back, keeps you stuck, and makes you question if you should take that next step. Fear will always be there, it's part of the process. But the real question is, who's in control? You are. The decisions are yours to make. Just like Bezos, you have to embrace the discomfort and choose to move forward. Don't let fear dictate your path. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads in your life. Do you pursue a new business venture or stick with the comfort of your current job? The easy route is to stay put. But imagine you're 80 years old and realize you never chased that dream. That feeling of regret is worse than any failure you might experience. Remember, God wrote the path you should follow. All you need to do is read what He's written for you and trust the journey ahead. Now, how does this apply to your life? Let's talk about investments or starting a new side hustle. In the moment, taking risks might seem scary. But if you're calculating your decisions based on future regret, the path becomes clearer. It's not about avoiding risks, it's about choosing risks that have the potential to transform your future, whether it's building your money mindset or increasing your financial literacy. Now that you've learned the truth about wealth, it's time to ask yourself, are you ready to take control of your financial future? If you're still stuck in the mindset of waiting for luck or looking for the perfect moment, it's time for a change. Wealth comes from your habits, decisions, and actions, not from the lottery or some random stroke of fate. Remember how frustrating it felt to watch others succeed while you were left wondering what went wrong? Now, with the knowledge you've gained, you can shift that mindset. You're on the path to financial independence, and it's all about taking consistent, relentless action. If you want to dive deeper into transforming your financial life and balancing your mindset for lasting success, make sure to subscribe now. You won't want to miss the upcoming videos that will guide you step by step in achieving your financial goals. And if you're ready to really elevate your life, click the link in the pinned comment below to access a proven system for mastering your finances, building passive income, and finally breaking free from the cycle of stress. It's your time to transform your finances. Start now.